Hey guys, remember that time the US government tried to set up a military outpost on the moon? What? Project Horizon. It was a thing that happened. America wanted a space base, so they tried to get a space base. If you want to know the full story, we need to go back to the Cold War. Remember that one with the US against Russia with average temperatures around the globe? So if all of you can recall from 8th grade US history, you would obviously know about Sputnik, that potato satellite communist Russia blasted to the voids of space. Just a normal satellite, actually. It had nothing to do with the potatoes, my bad. The world's first spaceballs, if you will. And this America did not like, cause us good old Americans don't like when other people succeed. It's just part of the American dream. So the US government was like, we got to get our game up. Does anyone have any ideas relating to the space or the moon? So these really smart scientists made Project Horizon. It was a document with like 400 pages, which I did not read for my research. It essentially explained plans to make a space base, some military outposts, ready with defenses and space guns. I'm sorry, the script says space guns, but that's the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Oh wait, no, it was space guns, never mind. What kind of Star Wars idea is that? These guys wanted to pull a Star Wars, and Star Wars wasn't released for another 18 years. And you can't pull a Star Wars if Star Wars wasn't invented yet. That's a good quote, but I'm a grey when I die. Mind you, this is 1959 and Apollo 11 didn't get the men to the moon yet. But these scientists were ready to plan out a whole moon civilization with defenses. Speaking of defenses, they made space guns. They look like satellites on a stick. I mean, they basically are. I could make one of those if I tried. Ooh, ooh, ooh! These guns basically shoot fragments of things to pierce another astronaut's suit, probably a Soviet or a Martian's, so all the bad space stuff could get into the suit and kill them. So essentially, a space gun. Because normal guns don't work in space because of gravity and physics or something. They also had what I like to think was a panic room. They don't know what happens to a person in space physically or mentally, so they had this room just in case someone got space chlamydia. They put a guy in a room just to wait things out because this is 1959 and even the Game Boy wasn't invented yet. The more you talk about it, the more it feels like a really bad plan from an evil guy in a cartoon. Spoiler alert for anyone, Project Horizon was not approved by the President Eisenhower at that time. That's why we don't have moon astronauts walking around the moon, shooting moon Soviets with their super high-tech satellite dish on a stick space guns. And this project will probably never happen because of the Moon Treaty of 1979, which stated humans can't take over space and they can only take over Earth. But not Antarctica, you can't take over that place either. Or the oceans, those are off limits too. So like you can take over like less than 30% of the Earth? I mean, we can break treaties if we really want to. Didn't Hitler do that one time? I shouldn't say that on YouTube.